Last week, during an interview with Marjorie Taylor Greene, Matt Gaetz decided to take a very cheap shot at Democratic Representative Jamie Raskin, who of course is on the January 6th Select Committee, because on New Year's Eve of 2020, Raskin's son, who was 25, took his own life. So let me read Matt Gaetz' statement that he made to Marjorie Taylor Greene on their little idiotic podcast. What I worry about with Raskin, in all seriousness, when people encounter trauma, they often associate a lot of other things around that trauma with it, even if they don't naturally or even rationally associate. As a human being, our hearts go out to him. But I think that he takes that trauma and he associates it now with his work in the Congress to such an interwoven way that he's unable to do the congressional experience outside of just the dungeon of that personal trauma. We're not here out of a sense of grievance or hatred, he said, referring to him and Greene. We love America. And I think it does cloud his judgment, and you could see that very darkness and that pain manifest on Thursday in a way that's not particularly relevant to the challenges that we've talked about. But it might be deeply relevant to what he's going through, and the country shouldn't have to go through all that with him. That is, of course, coming from noted psychologist Matt Gaetz. It's a disturbing statement. It's a disgusting statement. It is an unnecessary statement, and it is a completely irrelevant statement to what is going on. Raskin, of course, has been very open about his son's death. He actually wrote about it in a book published last year. While we can't say how the grieving process is, of course, going for Raskin, only he knows that. It's very juvenile and pathetic and dehumanizing to try to use Raskin's dead child as a way to attempt to delegitimize the work of the January 6th Select Committee, but that is exactly what Matt Gaetz did. And one of the people who became exceptionally pissed off about this, rightfully so, was Democratic Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. So she took to Twitter to respond to Matt Gaetz's disgusting comments, where she first of all told a story about how impactful Raskin's son was and how they all cared for him. She then, of course, talked about Raskin being a better statesman than anybody could ever hope to be, but then she took the shot at Matt Gaetz, and I love it, and here it is. Gaetz is a bad haircut in a cheap suit, a feat of mediocrity given that he's here on Papa's money. Bye. Everything she says is true here. Everything she says. Matt Gaetz owes his entire political career, dating all the way back to when he was, just a Florida state politician, to his daddy, Don Gaetz. Because Don Gaetz was a big power player here in Florida politics. So his little idiot fail son, Matthew, gets to do all these wonderful things because, we like Don Gaetz, so why not go for the little idiot son? The idiot son who his own friends from college say never grew up. He's still just a little jackass that never matured. We all grew up and moved on from that college frat boy mentality, but he never did. And of course, Gaetz is under investigation for potentially having sex with an underage girl, possibly even taking her across state lines and having sex with her, which would, of course, run afoul of certain laws that could land you in jail for many, many years. And this is the kid that has the audacity to try to delegitimize the January 6th committee because one of the members' son died a couple years ago. What a pathetically disgusting human being. And honestly, even though I love the way AOC went after him, basically reminding everybody that he's only here because of daddy's money, I think she could have gone even harder. She was being cordial. She was holding back. And I know that took a lot of restraint, more restraint than I personally have. So I applaud her for holding back, but at the same time kind of wish she hadn't. Because in a battle of wits, Matt Gaetz stands no chance against AOC. So he better thank her for going so soft on him. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel. We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.